Hi guys. Okay, Michelle here and Lisa. Lisa's on the other side of the camera. I think you can probably see her in the mirror there if you look real hard.
Slightly.
Yeah, good. But anyway, we've been working really hard at getting our blog site up, the Smiling Lime, and I think we're ready. I think we've gotten as far as we can as far as procrastinating. We're good at that. But one of the things that we wanted to do was just kind of have a little fun, put some of our wisdom out there. We've been through a thing or two, so we know a thing or two. And, we see a lot of people struggling, a lot of young people struggling in this world just to have a little common sense, to save a little money, to get on track, and, all that good stuff. So, but anyway, one of the things that we wanted to do was teach you guys how to do a few things that we've learned along the way, and hopefully it'll just help make your lives a little bit easier. So the first thing we're going to do is make some laundry soap for y'all. It's very cost effective. We're going to get 10 gallons of laundry soap out of this recipe that we're about to do. So one of the things that you're going to do first is get your ingredients. You're going to need some Arm & Hammer laundry booster. This is a washing booster. It's not baking soda. Just make sure you understand it's not baking soda. We're not baking a cake here. So, and then some 20 Mule Team Borax and some Fels-Naptha. You can get these 3 ingredients, I'm sure, at a lot of different stores. We picked ours up all at Walmart, right in the same little section in your laundry soap and bleach aisle. Okay, so we spent about $12 or less, $12-ish on all of these ingredients. And this is going to make, we bought a second bar of Fels-Naptha, and it's going to make, out of this, we're going to probably be able to make 20 gallons of soap, or more. So you can't get 20 gallons of laundry soap for under $12. So that's what we're going to do. So the first thing you have to do is grate your Fels-Naptha. Love the smell of Fels-Naptha. My grandma used to use this a long time ago as a stain remover for our laundry, and it is an amazing, amazing stain remover on its own. You just rub it into the stain, rub it on your spot, give it a little pre-treatment, and voila. $1 a bar, less than $1 a bar. You can't beat it. Lasts a long time if you're just using it for a stain remover. So we're going to grate 1 bar of Fels-Naptha, and I recommend, although it's not going to hurt your kitchen pots, it's soap. I haven't killed anybody in our family yet, but I did find this old pot at a yard sale. Love it. So it's perfect. So this is what we're going to use for our Fels-Naptha. We're going to grate the Fels-Naptha. Lisa likes the little bitty teas here, the great small grates. That's what she prefers. I use the big ones. Okay, whatever floats your boat. Just get it grated. And once you get that all grated, then we're going to add about a half a gallon of water to this, and we're going to boil this. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pause it for a minute. I'm going to go ahead and grate this up, and we'll be back in a little bit after it's all grated for you. Okay, so we have grated our Fels-Naptha. Little both for each of us. Cute, Lisa. So we've already grated the Fels-Naptha. We're going to add half a gallon of water to this, to the Fels-Naptha. This is going to get boiled up on its own before we put any powder or anything else in it. We're going to boil this up and get that really good and dissolved. Some of your blog sites or some of your different places, they call for 6 cups of water. Some call for 4 cups of water. Some call for different measurements of your powders. This is just the recipe that has worked for us, so this is what we're going to stick with. Okay. And so we're going to dissolve this Fels-Naptha, and I've already measured out 1 cup of borax powder in here. So we have 1 cup of borax powder, and we have 1.5 cups of washing soda. And this is going to go in our boiled water. After we boil, altogether it's 5 gallons of water. We got half a gallon of water for the Fels-Naptha. We're boiling another 4.5 gallons of water, and it's all going to be added in to a total 5 gallons. But this has to be really good and dissolved first. It's come to a boil and be really good and dissolved, and then we're going to add the rest. So we're going to go boil this up and dissolve this, and we'll be back. So we have dissolved all the Fels-Naptha. Go ahead and get a shot of that if you can, Lisa. And nice and dissolved. Beautiful aroma. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to pour this Fels-Naptha into our 5-gallon bucket. Now, we had some 5-gallon buckets floating around. We washed them up a little bit. Don't overthink it. Don't get picky. If you've got it, make sure you got all the gunk out if there's any gunk in there. You just want a clean bucket. Stains don't matter. Okay, so I've also used the gray tubs, storage tubs. I've used those too. So, but I like the 5-gallon bucket. So we're going to pour the Fels-Naptha into the bucket, and we had to boil our water in 4 different pots because we did have a nice big stock pot. Things kind of disappear sometimes. So we're gonna have to get another nice big stock pot. But anyway, we boiled up our other 4.5 gallons of water. And we're gonna pour that in here. We're also going to go ahead and add the powder that we had already measured out, our borax and our washing soda. We're gonna add that in there now. And I have this, excuse me guys, I had a nice big stir stick that I'm gonna have to get so I can stir this up really good. But anyway, you're gonna give that a really good stirring, get it all mixed up in there. And then we're gonna finish pouring our water in. And all together, we've got 5 gallons of water, okay? So I'm going to give that a good stirring, and this is what we've got. You want to get I'm going to get that in there. So that's what we've got. Now this is going to set up for about 24 hours. When it sets up, it turns into a gelatinous, just a big blob of gelatinous soap. It's going to be, if it turns out the way it's supposed to, it's going to be just really gelatinous. And then you have to get in there and break it up. So we're going to let this sit for about 24 hours, and then we're going to come back and show you the gelled after it's set up. We're going to come back and show you how we kind of break that up and then put it in our buckets. We save whatever. Bleach containers, just make sure there's no more bleach residue in them. Old laundry soap containers, gallon jugs of any kind, just make sure they're cleaned out. Oh look, we have a boar bee. And no, you cannot make a home here. So we're gonna, this is our outdoor kitchen, by the way, folks, that Lisa and I were working really hard on. It's not all the way done. We still have some doors to put in. And different stuff, but this is what we've been working on, and I think it turned out really nice. But anyway, so did the boar bee. So anyway, we're gonna let this set up, and then we'll be back tomorrow and show you the rest. You guys have a great, blessed evening. Okay, hi guys. Okay, so it's 24 hours later now. We've let our soap sit. It has set up really nicely, but I forgot to tell you yesterday that you should cover it while you're letting it set up. And we didn't have a lid, so this little cookie sheet worked, or pizza pan worked really great. So just make sure you cover it so that it sets up. And Lisa, if you could get up here, I want to show them. This is that gelatinous mess I was telling you about. How fun. And if you have sensitive hands, use gloves or use something to stir it with. But I just kind of like to get in there with my hands and just kind of mix it all up real good. This set up really nicely. Look at that. That is just, that's actually beautiful. That's how it's supposed to look. And so you're going to just get in there and you're going to break that up really, really well. Now, I'm going to go ahead and we're going to pause this just for a minute. I'm going to finish breaking this up real good, and then we'll be right back. Okay, so we've got it mixed up really well, and at this point, all that's left to do is pour it into our jugs that we've saved. And remember, any jug that you have that's doesn't have any, that hasn't anything toxic in it. So I'm just going to use my little Solo cup, and we're just going to pour it right in there. Solo cup's not just for beer. And it's messy. I mean, you could get a ladle if you wanted, and you could make it less messy, but hey, let's just get down in there. And then after we get this jug filled, before you use the soap, make sure you shake it really, really well. Now, when you go on Pinterest or blog sites, there's different, they'll tell you different amounts to use in your laundry. I use 1 cap full. I have hard water at this house. At the here where we are here, I have hard water. At the other house, we have a good system, a good water softener, and so we have soft water. So it doesn't take as much. I would use about a half a cap. But because I do have the hard water here, I would use a full cap. And also, when you use this soap, it does not suds up. But don't worry, that's okay. It's still doing the job. It's still getting your clothes clean. It's just not getting all bubbly for you, but it's still doing the trick. So don't be alarmed about that. But I'm not going to bore you with the rest of this. We're going to go ahead and fill these up, and that's it, folks. You're going to save a lot of money. I'm going to put on the blog site. I'm going to give you a rundown of actually what each thing costs, and so you can decide if it's worth it for you. But the cost of this 5-gallon bucket, 5 gallons of laundry soap, I'm telling you, maybe $4, maybe. So if that, so you can't beat it. 5 gallons of laundry soap for approximately $4, and it lasts a long time. So I hope you enjoyed, and I hope y'all will give this a shot. Try it, and that's it.